was interrupted again, and now I'm trying to. Let's see how nice. And so when I wanted to do music, I did it. I started playing. After 25 years of not touching the piano, and it was so weird because I actually could play pieces of Mozart and Beethoven that I learned at age 10, and my fingers remember. I mean, I suddenly remember how to read notes. I'm not that good at reading notes, but I could read those. I remembered how to read them, and my fingers just lead me. That's like it's like a muscle memory. It's crazy that I actually can do that. And I started composing, and I could do that as well. And I taught myself how to make music, electronic music, mostly. I mean, I got help from few teachers, but not. I never studied that like really in deep. And I did. I mean, I started really late, over 40, with no connection in the industry. And there are like millions of kids do the same. And I managed to release 3 albums in 3 years, and also got attention, and that was so amazing. I was so happy. And when the 3rd album I wrote before the 2nd, and it took a year to be released. It was a co-work with another musician, and because it was released in a bigger label, it took a year until it was released. But my 2nd album, I really liked it. It was a personal story. I called it Home, and I found as a celebration that I found home in music. And the minute it released, I got really ill. I mean, I was diagnosed with a very strange illness, very rare illness, although the symptoms could indicate few more options, and I wasn't even the most important test wasn't even done to determine that this is the illness. But I got the worst case scenario with some really crazy treatments in the protocol of this illness, and I got very poisonous medication to suppress the thyroid that became hyper, but actually I think it became normal. Never mind. So my body tried to compensate on the suppressant thyroid, and that made my eyes, somehow it has some effect on the eyes, and my eyes came out, and I got like really, I started to see double, and but not that severe. And the doctors immediately started with really crazy treatments of cortisone that with huge amounts that was pumped in my body as IV in the hospital, like really fast. They didn't even give me a chance to let's see, like let's wait 2 weeks, you know, maybe it will get better. No, I was just had to like do the cortisone treatment that made my eye paralyzed, and it changed my whole face. It changed my nature, because I think that you get it as doping to like wrestlers or those who lift weights in the Olympics to make them stronger. But I don't even think they got so many IVs. Like I got 12 in 3 months, like every week, and for 3 months. I became like really mean and evil and impatient. I was like screaming, and it wasn't me. I mean, I was always so delicate and patient. I could like nothing really mattered. I had so much patience to everyone, and suddenly I was like really, and it was terrible to me to witness this also, and to see my face and how my eyes looked evil, and the eyes are the mirror of the soul, and suddenly I have like a evil eye, there was one evil eye, and I got like really scared. And I think this is what the evil sources, let's say, do. I mean, they make you believe that it's your fault and you are evil, and like you lose it and it's your responsibility, and it's not nobody else, it's not them, it's you, and when you see your eye like this, you get really, maybe maybe that's me, maybe that's not me. I mean, I knew that's not me when I looked in the mirror, but it's not my soul. But you see it and you don't understand, and what happened to me. And cortisol is stress hormone, and I was like superficially given like crazy amounts of stress hormone that shuts the immune system and makes you have inflammation, and when this didn't help, they said, okay, now we will radiate your eyes, although I didn't have cancer. So they put me like in a weird mask, and I couldn't move, and they started to radiate my like 10 treatments of radiation. And after they finished, they said, oh, we don't even know if it will help, but we'll see in 3 months, but in 3 months I can recover also naturally from this. It was really strange. And actually they wanted to give me also immunosuppressors. That's what you get when you get a kidney transplant. They wanted to shut my immune system completely down, because they claim I have an autoimmune illness and my body got crazy and wants to kill me. And when you hear that, you just say to the doctor, oh my God, just save me. And I'm myself a pharmacist, but I trusted them for a whole year with the medication, all the tests, every week a test, blood test. Oh no, you are still in hyper, They started talking about the thyroid removal, and because the everything failed. And then I started to, when I after the radiation, when I started to see double, and I couldn't even recognize and I couldn't look up anymore, and I couldn't with one eye. And I started seeing double, and I couldn't like go out and recognize my surroundings, and I was completely alone with my dog. That everybody left me. That was something else. That was like another test. That all my family, all my friends, everybody left me and said how evil I am, and they don't want to talk to me anymore. And nobody cared that I was just radiated. And I had to deal with this alone. I just had my mother talking to me on the phone. She came a few times to help, but how can she help when she's not living there? She came for a week every time, and it didn't really help. And then they started talking, yeah, we need to remove the thyroid, and then I said, wait. And I started to, because they wanted to put me on medication, on hormones all my life then. And I started to research the illness, and I found out that it's a virus, and that got into the thyroid, and actually need to strengthen my immune system, and they did everything to repress this. And I stopped the medication. I said no to the medication. I said no to everything. I said no to all the eye operation. They wanted to drill holes in my skull and to put my eyes back. I mean, and they wanted to start cut my eye muscle because I was looking with one eye down. And I just started, I got with the medical medium, knowledge of the medical medium Anthony Williams, who that was the only one who made sense to me, because also as a pharmacist, it took me like half a year to research.